to know the super technique in order to help you transform your relationships? If yes, then this video is absolutely for you. Hi, my name is Gargi Arya. Welcome to the place where I help you to design a life that you can be proud of. So, if you are new to my channel, welcome to this place. I hope that you are going to keep coming back. And if you are already an existing one, then I'm so proud of you and I care for you. And when I say it, I really mean it. So today we are going to be talking about more on the one technique which can help you to level up your relationships, because can I tell you, the quality of the person you are or whoever you are, would you agree the quality or your happiness will actually depend on the kind of relationships you have with other people around you. It depends on how you treat other people, how they feel around you and how you feel around people. Because there's one quote I really live by: people may not remember your name, but they will always remember how you made them feel. And after you leave this world, you don't want people to remember you as associate you with the bad words. So that's why let's create a beautiful world where we are sharing a bond of love, trust, care, respect, and especially trust, because this is something which most of the world lacks. So if you are here, the first thing that I want you to understand is the quality of your leadership depends upon how the quality of your relationships are, right? So the first thing, just the way we have bank accounts, we are going to be talking today about the trust bank account, where withdrawals and deposits take place. And this is something which I have learned from my own mentor Mitesh Khatri. And we have a formula which says that trust bank account, where just the way in real bank you actually withdraw money and you deposit your money, similarly here in the trust bank account, what we actually withdraw or deposit is the trust. Would you agree? So the first thing that I want you to understand, what really makes trust, what really helps other people to trust you. Two C's. First is communication and second is your commitment. Two things you need to be aware of whenever you are whenever you want other people to trust you. First is communication. Communication involves every single thing that you need to share with other person, whether it's a problem that you're having with them or whether it's a any nice message that you would like to share with them, because everything has to be transparent, everything needs to be communicated. The worst part about any relationship is that the person doesn't even know how the other one feels, and that is why that is from where most of the misunderstandings, most of the other things come up, because there is a lack of communication. People don't really know that how why the most of the problems are occurring in their relationships, right? So the first thing you might have done yourself or you might have seen other people doing is they tell the problem which they have with their boss to their wives, and the problem that they have with their wives, they tell it to their boss. But can I tell you, what can I ask you a simple question, what will the boss do if he knows that what problem that you're having with your wife? And similarly, what will the wife help how will the wife help you in order to cope up with the problem of boss? When we talk about the teenage group, if suppose you're having a problem with a friend, then why are you telling it to the other friend? And because this is something I learned recently, right? So first is clear communication is a must. And a lot of people they suppress their feelings. Like if you know the book which was written by Bronnie Ware, The 5 Regrets of Dying, the people who were at the deathbeds, the one of the regrets that they had was, I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. And I don't want you to become a warning for someone else, rather I want you to become an example for the whole world, that I want to live a life like that person, I want to live a life like that person. I don't want people to say about you that don't dare to live a life like him or her, because all the while he just suppress their feelings. And all that he or she faced was just sadness. So I don't want you to go through that feeling, and that's why clear communication is very important. If you are someone like me who is more comfortable in writing rather than speaking to someone else regarding a problem, do that. Whichever way you are comfortable, express your feelings, because you know what, a lot of people, they suppress their own feelings and they don't share the problems with other person just because they feel that it might hurt the other person, or they just want to keep peace in their bond. But if you are just going to keep peace in your bond by suppressing your feelings, you're actually making your bond even worse. Like, I am someone who is really experienced in this from a long time, so that's why I can tell you that clear communication is very important. And that's how you actually deposit trust in people. That's how you actually earn that trust, because trust is something which you need to earn on a daily basis. It is not something which everyone will give you easily, right? And the next thing is, you need to be committed on your words. That is very important. So let's say, if suppose you promise someone at your home, or you promise your friend that, you know what, I'm going to be coming to your home, or I'm going to be helping you at this point of time, but somewhere, because something came up, you couldn't. Maybe you had a session, you couldn't take it, right? Because of any reason, maybe life showed up, maybe something came up, maybe some guests were there. It is okay for one day, it is okay for 2 days, it is okay for 3 days. But if you are going to not be committed, and if you are going to just cancel your commitments, you know what, you are actually withdrawing that trust. That even if they have trust in you, you are actually taking it back, and you are telling them, I am not a trustworthy person. So that is why, only commit those things which you feel you can actually do. Don't overcommit, because like, this is something in me. When I started on the journey, when I started on this life coaching journey, I actually used to cancel my own sessions. You know why? Because in the beginning, as I was completely new to this, like, coaching industry, I was like, I am too uncomfortable with people, or I am such a shy person. I am an introvert. Who is going to listen to me, or what? How am I going to actually interact with them? Because I am a very shy and introvert person. So in the beginning, I was just like, this is not going to work out. So because of my own fears, I started canceling every session. But then I understood, this is how not a coach works. This is now not how you need to work, even as an individual. Even if you are not playing any role, you have to be committed on your own words, right? So whether only commit to those things which you feel you can do. Don't have open loops in your life where you have said yes to a lot of people, but actually at the end of the day you couldn't do that just because maybe something came up. Like, a lot of people's moods decide their commitment levels. So like, I am one of them. Sometimes when my mood is really bad, or I am not in a mood of taking a session, then earlier I used to cancel it. And that's why somewhere I started feeling that I'm not doing right, I'm not going on the right way, because this is not how it needs to really work. So that's when I started controlling this habit of mine. And today also, I'm not 100% perfect at my commitment, but yes, I can tell you that whoever I was in the beginning and whoever I have become today, it's like you can see a huge difference. I can see a huge difference in my own commitment. That earlier I used to cancel, earlier I used to give my emotions the power to control my commitments, but today I'm controlling that. So its first step is the awareness of something. If you feel you are getting aware that you're not able to keep your commitments, you're not able to, you have so many open loops in your life, be committed on your words, because that's when people actually trust you. Communicate clearly with other people what it is, the problem that you have with them, even if sometimes it hurts the other one. Because if you're just going to keep your own things at your own heart and you're not going to share it with them, it will be just like you're destroying your own relationship, friendship, or any bond with them. So that's why two C's are important in order to help you build that trust bank account in people's lives. First is clear communication, and second is commitment. And apart from it, I'm not only talking about other people here, I'm also talking about you, because the promises that we give to other people, they are comparatively easy, but the promises we make to ourselves, they are the most hardest, right? They are the hardest, and that's why we are not able to keep up at our own commitments. That, let's say if 6 p.m. is my video making time, and if someone comes up, or like a call of my friend comes, or I have to go to a kind of I have to go out. So it's my choice that whether I'm going to keep that promise to me, that this is me time. 6 p.m. is my me time. 6 p.m. is like, no matter whoever comes, I have to be with me, right? So that is something. And if sometimes you are not able to keep up your own commitments, because even when you are trying to be perfect, life will never allow you to be perfect. So have a kind of like a package, or a second plan, as they say, in order to compensate that. So if suppose you have promised yourself that at 6 p.m. it's my me time, but maybe it's an emergency, or maybe a friend of yours came up and you're not able to tell them that this time I can't, this time I cannot play. If suppose you aren't able to do that because something urgent comes up, make sure that you compensate that time at evening, maybe when your work is done. Let's say suppose you have promised to someone that you're going to be with them at this point of time, but because something came up you couldn't be there. Make sure that you tell them that tomorrow I'm going to meet you, or at this point I'm going to meet you, because even if you are doing your best, something will come up and you have to accept it. So have a compensation package also, where you can help the other person trust you, and you can help yourself to trust yourself better, because first everything starts with you. If you don't trust yourself, people are never going to trust you. So I hope this is going to help you. Before you jump on to any video on the same topic, I would love for you to start following this for next 1 week. See the difference. It's all about dividing your commitments. Make the plan to divide this process, whatever we discuss. Make the plan that you're going to stay committed for 1 week, for 1 day. In order to make it small, start small. 1 day, then 2 days, then 3 days, then you go to 1 week, then you maybe achieve the 1 month, and then celebrate it, because celebration is something which most of us forget. So I hope that you're going to celebrate, as well as you're going to move forward with the technique that I've shared with you. So do share your comments, do share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.